The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Brought to you this week by Toro, manufacturers of the finest lawn, landscape, and snow removal products on the market. Toro is a proud supporter of Wyndham Eagle Athletics, and we're happy to call Wyndham home. I'm joined right now by Wyndham Junior Hannah Dauer, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Saturday's game against Pipestone. And going into Saturday's playoff game, first playoff game, there's going to be some nerves, but I imagine a lot of the emphasis was the fact that Pipestone really gave you guys a battle over at their place.
Yep.
What was the strategy going into Saturday to try and prevent that from happening again?
We worked a lot on our offenses against defenses they ran against us last time that we struggled with. And we did a lot of work on our defense to help prevent them from scoring a lot like they did last time we played them.
Yeah, because it looked like on offense, they came out kind of at some modified 2-3 zone of some kind. And I thought that you guys did a really nice job of finding the gaps in that. What's the trick to finding the lanes against a 2-3 zone?
Yeah, we did a lot of work on cutting to the open spot, so it'd make lanes for us to be able to drive in and hopefully pop it out for a shooter.
And that really forced them to kind of come out of that zone, in the second half, which allowed you guys to do what you do best: drive the lane and attack the basket.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that was you were the beneficiary of it. What were you able to exploit from the matchup that Pipestone presented to you?
Well, the matchup for me, the girl that was guarding me was kind of shorter than me, so it was easier to get above her and get it to the basket.
And a lot of that has to do with you've got a couple of really good passers in Hadley and Hayden,
Mm-hmm.
but on top of that, even the post players are pretty good passers.
Yeah, they are.
How critical is that to getting you open looks?
Very critical, because you just have to know, see the whole court, so you can get whoever's open the best look.
Mm-hmm. Defensively for you guys, though, you threw a couple of different things at them, and it just seemed like the goal was to try and push them as far away from the basket as possible. And apparently Cora's been watching Caitlin Clark videos or something like that, because she was hitting.
Mm-hmm.
At what point did you guys discuss changing things up at all to try and limit that, or were you content with hey, if she's going to make a 26-footer, we'll just let her keep shooting them?
We were trying to close a lot of the lanes, because last time when we played them, they got a lot of their scoring from driving in and throwing it up. So we were trying to push them as far back as we could.
Tell me about your role this year on the defensive end, because, when you're playing, the zone defenses that you guys like to play, and, even in the man defense that you guys play, it seems like you are always kind of drawing a really tough assignment. What's that like? How do you look forward to that challenge?
Well, I think since I've had a lot of experience on varsity, it helps that I guard the toughest player on the team, and I don't know, it just helps stop them.
I think the big thing that got overlooked on Saturday was just the job that you guys did on the glass. Pipestone really didn't have any second chance opportunities. You guys, really made hay on the offensive glass all afternoon, and a lot of that was you and Tristan and Addison, to be honest. What's the mindset to being aggressive on the glass?
Just got to get to the ball and hopefully box someone out, and so you can get that rebound for a second chance point, or so you can push it down the court to your hoop.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have been pretty effective at that. getting the rebound and getting it up the floor quickly. And I know that's something that Coach Johnson preaches. But it's one thing to preach it, it's another thing to practice it.
Yeah.
And that is something that it's obvious that you guys like to do, is to get up and down the floor.
Yep, we really push the ball as hard as we can.
How has your experience in other sports translated into incorporating that fast tempo?
Well, for like volleyball, I'm a middle, so we have lots of fast hits, so really have to run fast, and basketball helps, and I'm also in track, so I'm a sprinter, so it helps with basketball.
Looking ahead here, Thursday night, you guys go down to Worthington. You play JCC on Thursday night. They're a team that beat you guys twice during the season. I imagine that there's going to be a lot of film watching and a lot of scout team. How are you able to simulate somebody like Riley Kother in practice?
Well, we usually have some of our younger girls like dress up as the other team so that we can kind of get some experience playing against the other team.
What kind of challenges does playing against a team like GCC present?
Well, we know that they're a big opponent and they're our rivals, so it's a lot of pressure to perform as well as we can.
What's it going to take to win on Thursday night?
We're going to have to push the ball and hopefully fix our defense so that we can contain them. When Johnson slipped on a piece of paper in practice and fell. Taylor Swift. Probably Marshall. Funny. I like to read.
Well, I think that should be all we need. Congratulations on a big win Saturday. Best of luck on Thursday night. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Brought to you this week by Toro, manufacturers of the finest lawn, landscape, and snow removal products on the market. Toro is a proud supporter of Wyndham Eagle Athletics, and we're happy to call Wyndham home